Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton, and now we're going to be wrapping up the rookie division of the North Shore tournament. This is, of course, going to be the back 9 holes, and boy, oh boy, what a big back 9 we could have had. I did pick up 2 hole-in-ones. I did pick up an albatross. I did pick up the eagle on hole number 4. Unfortunately, hole number 1 and hole number 7, shot number 2, I hit great, or else both those shots would have been in the hole. I mean, we would have been looking at a massive back 9. But I'm happy because I've got a lot of good replays to show you. I'm here to help you, and hopefully I do a good job at that. If so, please subscribe. Please hit the thumbs up button. Those things are really important. If you'd like to show some appreciation and you have the means to do so, any PayPal donation to help support my channel would go a really long way. You can find that in the comments section below, or you could also check out becoming a member. That's in the description. Let's go. All right, so I messed this up a little bit here. I've got some replays down here deleted. All right, so we are going to go to hole number 1. Hole number 1, we're going to be playing this one the same way we do all tournament. Anytime we get a flicker of tailwind on this hole, we just use a navigator. Okay, 2 top, 1 right. Orange ring at the rough. Again, 10% at max. No overpower, no curl, normal shot, perfect ball. Puts us on the fairway at 334 yards. Okay, now that's going to bring us here to shot number 2. 10% at mid. You got to hit perfect. 3 bars of backspin, no side spin, just 3 back, ball guideline to the hole, through the cup because we're using backspin with the thorn. You don't want to come up short. Again, 10% at mid, and goodness gracious, I hit a great ball to the right, and you're going to see it sit right on the cup, just like it should. Again, you got to hit perfect to execute these shots, and, that put me in a bad mood to start the back 9. But no big deal. We go to hole number 2. Hole number 2 is going to be a no moving target shot. All right. We're going to go with 4 bars of top spin. We're going to go with 1.5 bars of side spin to the left. Good thing about this drive is if you hit perfect, it always leaves you for a really good albatross opportunity for shot number 2. Here we can fast forward through some of this. This stuff is no big deal. I like these no moving target shots. There's 2 of them in this tournament, hole 2 and hole 7, and it just really makes things easier. I want you to try 0% at mid, okay? The shot you're going to see right now is being played 1-to-1. So this shot is being played 10% at mid, but I want you to try 0 because you're going to see with a perfect ball here, I actually pull a little bit too much rings. But, that's how it goes sometimes. I do want you to keep the spin adjustments the same. The spin is 1.8 top with half a bar of side spin to the left. So you see here I pull about 3.5 rings. Perfect ball. And boy, do we come in so close to dropping that alba. That would have been huge. But I want you to try to play at 0% because if you play at 0%, we pull like 0.2 less rings. And then that ball would have been in for a nice little alba. Here we do pick up a hole-in-one, although I will tell you it's very dangerous and it's very close to the rough. 3 left, 1.9 top. 3 left, 1.9 top. Now look at this. I understand if you don't want to try to take this shot. Trust me, I totally get it, as we are definitely living life on the edge here. Now, I will say, if you are in contention to win your bracket, if you're looking at your standings and you're like, okay, I can win this tournament, this is the best way to do it, for sure. So, sometimes you just got to take a risky shot. High risk, high reward. But, it's going to suck if you hit a great ball to the right because you're going to send a flyer for sure. But regardless here, we do hit perfect. And trust me, it was in my head about hitting perfect too as I pulled that trigger back. But you see how close we are? I mean, we're living life on the edge. but we are dead center for a hole in one. So again, very, very dangerous shot, but it's there if you want to try to play it. You know what I mean? Okay, hole number 4 is very easy. The game gives us tailwind, which is beautiful. Here with the Berserker, I decided to take less top spin because I've been hitting this ball long. So 3 top, 2 left. So I've been doing like 4.5 top, and I go past the green, and I don't like that chip-in shot, even though I've made it every time in rookie. So I figured I just want to stop short, if anything, this time. About a quarter of a ball to the curl to the left. You see here, we hit the rough, we rolled out. This is nice. We'd rather be here than behind the green, so we like that shot. Hole number 5. Here's the deal with hole number 5, everybody. I eagled it, okay, like I'm supposed to, but I royally screwed up my drive here, which put me in a very, very tough position for shot number 2. So we are getting headwind, which means for most rookie players, okay, I understand that I have advanced clubs for rookie, but for most rookie players, this is going to be a difficult wind, especially if you're sitting there with like an extra mile 4 or 5 or even a 6. We need to use the Kingmaker for the wind resistance, and then most of you will probably need to bring your big dog for shot number 2. Here, you're going to have to kind of take a look at what I've done. I was going for 3 top and 2 left, which I put on here, okay? And I'm aiming over here just slightly because I'm letting the wind push me back to the left. I didn't pull rings or anything because we're already at headwind. And I went with a little bit of overpower. Now, what happens is I clip the rough, okay? I needed to go more overpower on this shot. 292 yards on this drive is going to put you in bad news shape to get to the green. You can see here I have my sniper because I've been playing at the sniper the whole time. I was going to go with a rough bump, but obviously to go with the rough bump, you see where my icon is? I need to be way further up this fairway. So, it's just a bad shot by me, but we all have them time to time, I think. Here, I've got to figure out how do I get to the green. So it's going to have to go max top, max right. And, in my head, I have to visualize I really need to clip the rough to roll onto the green. So at this point, it's just kind of a guessing game. Overpower, full curl to the right, perfect shot. But I do hit this fairway, and then I do clip the rough, and I roll out. So, and then we come back down towards the hole. So it would have been funny if that would have went in for an albatross. But I think if you guys remember the last tournament, if you watch me, I did that. Completely shot like that, and then the ball dropped. Just complete luck. But that reminded me of that. All right, so we go on to hole number 6. Hole number 6 here, we do pick up a hole in one. 2 bars of backspin, 1 bar of right side spin. We're going to be offsetting this shot 10% at minimum. So 10% minimum, 2 back, 1 right. We're going to put the yellow ring on the top of the rough line as so. And check out the ball guideline. The ball guideline is not in the hole at all. The left edge of my ball guideline is touching the right edge of the hole. Make sense? So you can take a look at that right there. Yep. 10% at minimum. I think we pulled this one 3.2 rings. That's what it looks like here. Perfect ball. Hit the rough. And this thing comes in really nicely, actually. Pretty much dead center for a hole in one on hole number 6. So we finally get that one on rookie. Hole number 7, no moving target, 10% at max. Got to play this one with the katana here, or you don't have to, but I do because of the side spin. Full top, 3 bars of side spin to the left. Now, we're not going to be using any overpower, but we do use half a ball of left curl like that. Great ball to the right. That's not a big deal on this hole. We have so much fairway to work with. That one doesn't really matter. What we have to do is hit a perfect ball on shot number 2. And like I told you at the beginning of the video, I don't do that. So, unfortunately, hole 1 and hole 7, great shots to pin, cost me here. But this is pretty simple. I mean, again, we're using the backspin. We got the ball guideline going through the back of the pin because we're using the backspin. But a great left puts me right there. So, those 2 are my fault. Take the good with the bad in this game, and kind of the same thing in life. You just take the good with the bad, right? So 10% at minimum. Again, this is a risky shot here. I was just trying to pick up as many drops as I could to try to get myself into like a top 5, but that's not going to happen now. So again, you know, you don't really need to take this shot here unless you're looking to win the tournament or get a really high finish. You can easily play the bounce over shot and be safe. Notice here, I'm not using any spin, I believe. I think this is just a no, yeah, this is just a no spin shot. 10% at minimum, perfect ball. I mean, we have a lot of rough to work with, so this one's not near as dangerous as hole number 3. We have plenty of rough there. It's pretty darn close, man. I mean, honestly, so many of these shots are close this tournament. And that's always the difference between winning and losing. So that's it. What should you do there? I'd play at 0%, right? We overpulled because we added 10% elevation. I'd play at 0%, and you might be able to sneak that one in the hole. You know, if you're looking at a top spot, I would definitely take a couple shots at a practice with that one. That would be a huge one to pick up. You know, there has not been many people all tournament long picking up hole-in-ones on hole number 8. So it's there for sure with that rough bump. Okay, hole number 9, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helps. Please subscribe. Please thumbs up. And any love to the PayPal would be huge. Anything helps. It really does. Helps me resupply some practice tokens, that's for sure. 3.9 mile per hour here. We're just going to play this one 10% at mid, which is almost 1-to-1 with a quarterback. 10. Take a note here, the curl. Left side of the ball is basically touching the right side of the sideways triangle there on the adjustment zone. We need a more curl, but we're fine. You know, we come up on the fairway really nicely, but a little bit more curl will be okay. And this is going to take us in here for an albatross. Finally picked up the albatross in the final round. Playing at 1 for 1, so 3.4 is going to be 3.4 rings on the 3.4 wind. Here you see I'm going with no spin. I'm aiming just a little bit left of the hole, just because, you know, I'm going to account for the secondary push here on the wind when I touch down and hope that it pushes me into the cup, which it does. So again, 1 for 1, 3.4 mile per hour wind is going to equal a 3.4 ring pull. We do that as so. We have to hit a perfect ball, and we do. Hey, and we're in for the albatross. Good luck, everybody. I really appreciate everybody who watches. And, you know, dead center, let me know how you do in the comments. I'll see you tomorrow for pro.